method. We don't even know whether they're Muslim, Hindu or Chinese or whatever. It doesn't matter. We just want them to know about themselves and to use this natural thing to their own advantage.
So the first rule of the method is to avoid intercourse during days of heavy bleeding if the intention is to avoid conception.
The place where they've had most success is China, the world's most populous country.
We know that some pregnancies have occurred.
As China opened up to the world in the 80s, it welcomed the Billings. Since then, they've trained over 40,000 teachers and claim over 4 million couples have used the method.
Surprisingly accurate.
These are all our most important teaching materials in English, and now they've been translated into Chinese, and we've
It's just permeated the culture of China. It was a big thing. I think if you ask any of our teachers, you know, they just feel enormously privileged to be able to help their fellow women. It's been a big thing.
Mother, would you like a drink? What do you fancy? Well, we're having white wine and beer, but if you'd like a little scotch, you like a little scotch. Would you like a little scotch?
You're tempting me.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
The Catholic Church has honoured the Billings, making John a papal knight and Evelyn a papal dame. She's met 3 popes, including Benedict XVI.
He's very nice. He's short. He's about my height. We were able to talk eye to eye.
In 2007, after 64 years of marriage, 1/2 of the Billings partnership died. Obituaries around the world celebrated John Billings' achievements.
Cheers, Mother. Here's to you. You're about 10 weeks off your 91st birthday. Happy birthday.
10 weeks of it. Yeah, cheers. Oh, that 91 doesn't sound very interesting, really.
No, 90 again.
People used to ask us what he'd do it for, and we would just simply say, well, we are doctors. It's our job to see that people are healthy and happy. We were elated again and again and again because, you know, it's a marvellous thing to see a stressed-out, miserable couple become happy. And we were happy ourselves with each other and our family, so we were really very, very well looked after.
So come along and let's have fun with Cheeky Charlie, he's the one. We'll have good times, boogie too, and jump and shout yahoo, yahoo!
Billings Method, can we help you with that for after you've had your baby? Recognise your fertility?
In Australia, artificial contraceptives are now the norm, and the number of couples using the Billings Method is in decline.
Would you like some information about natural fertility control, the Billings Method? It's very, very effective.
Unfortunately, we would like to be a lot busier than we are. When the volunteers of my era finish, I'm concerned that there won't be people to keep this work going.
Whereabouts are you based?
Well, we're all over the world. But
I think it will survive, but that's sort of blind faith. I just believe that if it's meant to survive, it will survive.
Only a short window that we're fertile. So we can teach you to identify that.
Lyn Billings is putting her faith in the method's natural advantages.
Essentially, it's very cheap. We don't sell the product. The mucus is free. And it runs mostly on goodwill.
Vanessa is the latest recruit to the Billings cause. She's now training to be a Billings teacher, and not only for religious reasons.
As a woman, I think it's knowledge that we can learn so much about, not only about family planning, but even just about our own health and our bodies.
And Vanessa is part of a new wave. She wants to use the method not to avoid pregnancy, but to help her conceive.
And of course, the success that we've had with helping people having difficulties to conceive, that's been just wonderful. To be able to teach people to find the most fertile part in the cycle and use that time for intercourse to produce a child, that's a tremendous thrill. And of course, that's spectacular.
In summary, the Billings ovulation method can be very effective if the rules are followed correctly.
It is a method for a husband and wife who look upon their combined fertility as a gift to be cherished and protected, and days of marital abstinence as an expression of love and maturity.
A bit of history there you may not have known about, and Lisa McGregor produced that story. Next week on Compass, the academic who found fame and fortune with a lady detective from Africa.
Mara Motsui did not want Africa to change. She did not want her people to become like everybody else, soulless, selfish, forgetful of what it means to be an African.
If I just wrote about the problems of Africa, I would join the ranks of many other people who are writing about those problems. Of course things are awful. The world is a vale of tears.
Sometimes you send your readers up as very my anxious readers.
Yes, well, I
tease them.
I tease the readers a little bit and say that they're people who perhaps are of nervous disposition.
Alexander McCall Smith, the #1 ladies' man, next Sunday on Compass. I enjoyed talking to him, and I hope you'll enjoy joining us. Until then, good night.